Today I'm going to tell you a quick story about my paranormal experience, my one and only that I know about. It happened when I was in high school and I was in my room. The only people in my house were myself and my mom was in the kitchen cleaning up after we ate or something. And I was on my bed. It was one of those twin-size beds, and I was sitting up, kind of Indian style, watching my TV, which was on my dresser. It was one of those black and white TVs where you had to change a channel with a pair of pliers. If you're old enough, you remember. And I was wide awake. This isn't a situation where I startled myself awake or sleep paralysis or anything like that. But this evening, this was starting to get dark, and suddenly my bed began shaking quite violently. And it seemed as if there was like a huge bodybuilder grabbing the edge of the bed and shaking it extremely violently, up and down, almost trying to shake me off of it. And of course, that was quite strange. I bolted off of it. I ran to the kitchen. I told my mom. She just kind of gave me a blank look, so I knew that wasn't going anywhere. I went back in my room, looked under the bed, looked in the closet, looked all over. Nobody else was home. And I ruled out an earthquake. Right? We have earthquakes here in California. But the window right by my bed was one of those sliding glass windows, and it had those blinds that come down from the top of the window, and those were perfectly still. There was nothing, there wasn't any water sloshing around or anything shaking. No sign of any earthquake. Check the news. No earthquake. The shaking was localized right at my bed. It was my bed that lifted up, started shaking, and wanted me off. I don't know. It started shaking extremely violently. And that's pretty weird, but at the time, I'd been hanging around a family who this happened to from time to time. And so they would tell me about that sort of thing happening to them. And it hasn't happened to me since, but I've heard many stories about people that have had their beds shake violently like that. One thing that we like to do for fun is we go to hotels that are supposedly haunted. And this probably stems from this experience of mine, since every week I wonder what in the world that was, as I imagine you would if your bed started shaking extremely violently for no reason. And what we'll do is we'll go to haunted hotels that are claimed to have been haunted, and we'll check it out. But I haven't had anything like that happened to me since, but I have heard stories about it happening to other people, very similar circumstances. And so we can speculate now. What was it? What was shaking my bed, trying to shake me off of there? Some people say it's a ghost. Of course, people often have trouble defining what a ghost might be. Some people say it was some kind of energy passing through, localized in that spot, and it kind of disturbed things. Who knows? Other people say it was something more malicious, like a demon or something like that. Some evil entity, but there's no way to know. We're just speculating, right? Could be some other dimensional interaction with our world here. I was watching my black and white TV alone on my bed. It's weird. I don't know what it was. I continue to wonder what it was. Has anything like that happened to you? If so, let me know in the comments, or if you've had other paranormal experiences. I'm a fan of high strangeness, so tell me about it. I'd like to hear it. Anyway, that's my story. That's my paranormal experience with the shaking bed. Whatever it was. It's true. I don't know what caused it. Maybe you can tell me. Help me out. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, and tell me in the comments if you've had a similar experience or any other unusual experiences. I'd love to hear about it. I'm Edgar Ortega, handsome blind guy, and I hope you enjoyed this story. I'll see you, or you'll see me, in a future video.